Welcome students. Today I shall explain you about the characteristic features of the phylum platyhelminthes. You know, the platyhelminthes is the type of the helminthes which are more or less dorsoventrally compressed, also be called as flat, and helminths means the worms. These are known as flat worms. Body more or less flattened, so they call as flattened worms or flat worms. Okay, another type of worms you also find in there, but they are called as round worms. Okay, and also be known as nemat-helminthes or ask-helminthes. Helminthes generally differentiated into two groups. Platyhelminthes is the primitive type, nemat-helminthes is advanced forms. Platyhelminthes are dorsoventrally compressed and ribbon-shaped, while your ask-helminthes or nemat-helminthes is thread-like or round worms. First of all, you know about the characteristic features of the platyhelminthes. Before to know about the characteristic features, first of all, you know what are the definition of the platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes are triploblastic, no doubt, and acylomate, unsegmented in forms, okay, and bilaterally symmetrical metazoans without anus, and circulatory system also be lacking. However, they possesses in the mouth and also the presence of the protonephridial systems, and also the parenchyma tissue also be present within them and having the spiral type of cleavage in the development. Okay, these are the very neat expression regarding the definition of the platyhelminthes. Again, to know about the what first, the term your platyhelminthes. It is a Greek derivative term. In there, you find two different Greek words. One is called as platy, P-L-A-T-Y, and other one is called as helminths, H-E-L-M-I-N-S. H-E-L-M-I-N-S. Platys, P-L-A-T-Y-S. Platys means flat, and helminths means worm. First proposed by your Gegenbauer in 1859 for the flat worms. They will be known as flat worms. These may be defined as acylomate, triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical, vermiform, dorsoventrally flattened organisms. Dorsoventrally flattened organisms and devoid of a definite anus. There is no definite anus in their bodies. Without skeletal structure, respiratory circulatory systems, with a flame cells as the protonephridial structure, and with the mesenchymal cells representing the mesoderm and filling of the spaces between the various organs. So they also be called as acylomate organism. Okay, and this is your what? Very nagging expression regarding the platyhelminthes. Before I also stated to the definition of the platyhelminthes. Here also I clarified what does mean the platyhelminthes. Let us know the morphological advances. Platyhelminthes shows an advancement over the previous metazoan phyla, Coelontrata, Ctenophora. From them they are better. The platyhelminthes are advanced group of organisms in comparison with the Coelontrata and Ctenophora. In which respects? In the following respects. First of all, you know the tissue organ level organization. Okay? And tissue organ level of organization. Okay? You know your amoeba is a protoplasmic grade organism. Your protozoan animals which are belonging under the phylum Protista, they are what? Unicellular form. And due to this account, that is called as protoplasmic grade organisms. Then you find the species in the where? In the porifera, which are called as sponges, and you also find some organisms under the phylum Coelontrata. You refer to them. They are the cellular grade organisms. They are known as cellular grade organisms. Then you find the tissue grade organisms after that. Then you find tissue as well as organograde level of organisms, or you can say tissue organ level of organization. Second character, triploblastic body. Third germ layer is the mesoderm instead of the mesoglia. Before you find the what? The Coelontrata, and in Coelontrata you must find two distinct layers. Outer layer must be known as your ectoderm, inner lining layer is known as endoderm or gastroderm. In between them you find one area would be remained which is filled with glue-like substance, that is called as mesoglia. In there is no cells. There is no third layer. It is a diploblastic animal. Two layers are there in case of selected group of animals. When you reveal the body wall of the platyhelminthes, instead of the two, you find three layers are there. So they call as triploblastic body layer. And third germ layer is known as mesoderm, which stands in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Okay, instead of the mesoglia, mesoderm is arised in this ectoderm and also endoderm. Okay, let us know about the third character, and this is symmetry, bilaterally symmetrical. And definitely you can say bilateral. At the lowest level, the level of the organization is not so advanced in form. That is the lowest level kind of organism, and a definite head and tail also be present in there. Mesodermal muscles in the bundles and the layers. Okay, and more complex and efficient gastrovascular cavity also be present in there. Nervous system with a large and anteriorly situated ganglia and nerve cord ranging along the body, and better developed the sensory organs in there, and internally situated gonads with a permanent gonoducts and copulatory structures, and behavior of organization through the learning. Okay. Let us know about the general characteristics of your platyhelminthes. Okay, they are the free living and commensal or also be parasitic forms. And second character, the tissue organ grade of organization. That means body cell is aggregated into the definite tissues and tissue makeup organs. And thirdly, I also explained to you that is the triploblastic. That means the body generally derives from the three embryonic germ layers, such as ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. And I also explained to you the platyhelminthes are bilaterally symmetrical with a definite polarity of the anterior is known as head or cephalic region, and the posterior end is called as tail ends or posterior end, also the distal end. Okay, and point 5, the dorsoventrally flattened and usually with a well-defined ventral surface bearing the mouth and gonophore, and body is unsegmented except in the class Cystoda, and that is segmented, and others are unsegmented in form. Acoelomate means without any body cavity or spaces between various organs filled with the special mesodermal tissue, and the mesenchyme and parenchyma must be seen in there. Adhesive structures must be found in there, like the hooks, spines, suckers, and adhesive secretions common in the parasitic forms. And the epidermis is the cellular, and also we call as sphincteals. That means the inside the cytoplasm of the cell you find number of nuclei, and due to the animal behavior, and those cells are called as sphincteal cells, and frequently ciliated and absent in some classes. Okay, and muscular system of the mesodermal in origin, and longitudinal, circular, and oblique muscle layers beneath the epidermis. Digestive system is branched and also incomplete without the presence of anus. Okay, altogether absent of the your what? Your acicular and also cystoda. Okay, that is altogether absent in the acicular and also cystoda, and the skeletal, you see, in the respiratory and circulatory systems are completely wanting or absent, and respiratory system includes the lateral canals and protonectaria, which are called as the flame cells, must be seen in there, absent in the some primitive forms. And nervous system is a primitive ladder-like and comprises a pair of anterior ganglia with a longitudinal nerve curves and concerned with the what? The transverse nerves are concerned also become as by the transverse nerves. And sense organs are also simple, and eye spots or photoreceptors in the free-living forms, and mostly they are monoecious, that means hermaphrodite. Both the sexes are present in the same body with the complex reproductive systems, well-developed gonads, gonoducts, and accessory organs. Egg mostly devoid of the yolk, and yolk produced separately in the yolk and vitellate glands. Okay, fertilization is the internal, may be cross or self, and development is direct or indirect, usually indirect in the your endoparasitic, with a complicated your life cycle involving the many larvae and hosts. And this is the total description of the general characters of the your platyhelminthes group of organisms, with a good element of the phylum platyhelminthes. Okay, and these are the characteristic features you have already known. Okay, and best example of it is known as Fasciola hepatica, and the classification of the your Fasciola hepatica, Fasciola hepatica, phylum is your platyhelminthes, class is the Trematoda, order is the Digenia, genus is Fasciola or Liverfluke, and species is known as hepatica. Okay, we take that example in here, and let us know the classes of the phylum platyhelminthes. Any doubt regarding of it about the general characters or characteristic features? Okay. Again, I revive your knowledge to explain your general characteristic features of this animal, which are belonging under the your phylum platyhelminthes. Okay, what are the characteristic features of the phylum platyhelminthes? Listen very mindfully again. Phylum platyhelminthes are diploblastic. Okay, acoelomate without a body cavity and bilaterally symmetrical animals. Understand? Next character, body worm-like but varies from elongated flattened shape to long ribbon-like forms, and body is soft and also be unsegmented and dorsoventrally flattened, and metameric segmentation and skeletal structures in any form are absent in their bodies. However, and pseudo-metamerism is seen in some members like the Eucystoda. Okay, and anterior end of the body is differentiated into the head or cephalon, and body is covered by the epidermis, which is soft and ciliated in case of your tubularia, while the rest classes called as the Trematoda and Monogenia and Cystoidae, okay, or Cystoidea, in there you find non-ciliated body covering called as the tegument is present. Okay, and the mouth is single opening of the digestive tract, and the anus is completely absent, or in other words, digestive system is incomplete in here. Because they are performing the parasitic mode of life, no need to form the complete alimentary canal in there. Digestive system is totally absent in case of the cystodia, which one also we call as cystoda. Okay, its class is known as Cystoidea. and also that is absent in case of your acula, A-C-O-E-L-A, acula. And the digestive canal is branched only in the tubal areas. Okay? And nextly, you know, the entire space between the outer body wall and the gut is filled with the mesenchyme, usually called as parenchyma, so they call as acylomere. And respiratory and circulatory system is completely absent. There is no need. Those systems are no need for these parasitic group of animals. They will depend upon the host. No need to respire the atmospheric oxygen. No need the circulation of that oxygen to different tissue and cells. And that type of nature not seen in case of them. Then your nervous system is mostly what? Primitive type, and formed by your longitudinal nerve cords with a pair of cerebral ganglion or brain. Sense organs are of the common occurrence in your tubal area, not in the other cases. The respiratory system consists of protonephridia with the phlegm cells. Phlegm cells would be considered as protonephridia, and in acula, the protonephridia also be absent. There is no protonephridia also. Then they are generally hermaphroditic by nature. That means male and female both characteristics are present in the same body. So they call as bisexual and also be known as monoecious. Okay, but the digenean flux are the choristics, separate sexes. Okay, in the separate sexes you can say gonochoristic, and reproductive system is highly evolved or complex in most of the forms, and fertilization is internal, cleavage is spiral, I stated to you, and determined type in some species. Development may be direct or indirect. Life cycle is complicated and involves one or more hosts. Flat ones are either free-living in case of your turbularians, or are the internal or external parasites would be remaining in the other three different classes, which are also mentioned in below, named as Trematoda and Monogenia, and also Cystodes or Cystoids. Okay, Trematodes, Cystodes, and Monogenians. In them, you find some parasites. They would be internal parasites or maybe external parasites. They must be remaining there. And only your turbularians, you find all are the free-living organisms. They would not be perform the parasitic mode of life in there. Thank you all. I already depicted the characters of your platyhelminthes to you.